Okay, everybody, back at the bench with this Megatouch Maxx Force, and this is the one with the unicorn board. Yeah, this is the unicorn board. It actually, in the previous video, we were kind of troubleshooting it, and since then I've actually, it's been a long time, but I wanted to get back to this real quick because I actually got some extra, let's see here, touchscreen controllers, because I thought I had a touchscreen problem or a controller problem, so I figured I'd show you how to hook this up on the test bench. So anyway, what you have here, and I also brought the monitor down here. So I have my monitor power plugged in, and I need to, this is the touchscreen controller right here, and I need to hook that up. This connector goes to the actual touchscreen itself on the front of the monitor. So you have to plug this in. There's a, a direction. You see like a little triangle on one side, and that kind of matches that spot right there. Sorry for the shadow, but it just goes in just like this, so you can't get it in there wrong, like that. And then this requires basically 12 volts and ground to power the touchscreen controller, and it gets that power in the cabinet from the power supply right there. So I actually had this kind of 4-pin to 4-pin, I don't know what the different connectors are, but I had this little adapter here. So I plugged my adapter in on this side, and we're just gonna like kind of hook it up to one of these open ones. And if you don't have an open one, there's usually some type of connector on this side of the hard drive. I'll show you on the different one, but you can use that so as an extra one. So we're just going to hook that up. That'll bring the touchscreen controller hooked up. We're going to plug in our power right here, and now this unicorn board actually has two serial ports, two RS-232 serials right here, and I don't know which one for sure. I think it might be this one. I know it made a difference because I was actually playing with this earlier, but I think we'll try that one first and then hook up the VGA cable over here. I have that right. Yeah, just like that. Okay, and since my first video, basically, I traded out one of my working monitors. Well, I didn't trade. I gave away a working monitor to somebody who had theirs broken, and I also traded this board here, the Merit. This is like the special board for the Merit. It looks like it was actually repaired at some point. If you can see that, might need to get my light on. It says repaired in 07. Anyway, this is the amplifier for the audio, as well as it reads the security chip or that security fob or whatever. And the other thing that I'm not sure about are these dip switch settings. I know I had been messing with them in the past, and they definitely are supposed to do something regarding resetting the software or something, but I'm not exactly sure. Have the sound in, but I don't have a speaker hooked up right now, so that's where we're at. So let me set up the tripod, and we'll power this thing up and power the monitor up and see what it looks like. Alright, so here, kind of trying to stay out of the reflection there, but big time reflection. Supposedly that USB failed is okay. There's no USB interface, so I guess it always reports that as failed. You get Maxx. Okay, so, whoop. Restarting system, perform maintenance or something. That's weird. Okay, so there we go. So now we can just see if it's working, I guess. So now the touchscreen is reacting. So I have 6 credits. I've never played this before, but obviously it's working. And now it's not working, maybe. What's going on there? Something crazy is going on. It just rebooted for some reason. So let me go ahead and power it off, and I'll pause for a little bit. There we go. So I'm booting up the second one here, and I've been messing around with this quite a bit anyway, so I don't have it quite figured out yet, but I think I'm getting closer, so I figure I'd just show you guys something quick. I disconnected it from the touchscreen. There's a lot of glare there anyway, but I have the touchscreen hooked up, and I can still use it by touching over here, but the image is being displayed on this video here. I'll probably show you that in a second. So let me see if I can get keyboard over here. Okay, so we see that, and I'm going to touch the screen over here, and we don't get any touch screen activity. So I'm touching the screen. Like if you look over here, I'm just touching on the screen, and nothing is happening to it. So what I do is hit escape. I just want to show this real quick, and that brings us to this bash prompt. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, and then says I'm logged in as Maxx, as the user Maxx, and let's see, I'm not a Linux guru or anything like that, but obviously this is some type of BSD or Linux, I mean. And we want to check out our logs. And if I do like a tail, just look at the last 10 lines of this, you can see it says cannot open device TTY S0. That's one thing that's kind of interesting. If I okay, and maybe in our boot log, let's see here. Okay. I could have swore there was a log that said it was trying to load the Evo thing. So let me yeah, it says ELO, which is a certain kind. That ELO thing is a certain kind of touchscreen controller, and I have the microtouch controller on it. So that's what's kind of interesting. Yeah, it says load module ELO graphics blah blah blah. I don't know. Yeah, this is just like syncing up with the monitor and stuff. There you go. So see, it says touchscreen, Elo graphics X device name touchscreen, blah blah blah, whatever. So I have the microtouch controller, so I'm thinking that it's loading, you know, the wrong driver or something for the touchscreen controller, because I know the touchscreen controller works because we actually had it hooked up. Sorry about that. Hooked up. So just to kind of show you what I'm doing here. Have the touchscreen controller working. One of the things you can do is, hopefully I can, you see that light on the controller? And I don't have the monitor powered up right now, so if you see that light there, okay, I'm trying to brace this. But if it's flashing or something, then that's kind of like bad, right? See if I can get this. There we go. Okay. If it's flashing, it's bad, but it's solid green. That means it's getting power and stuff. And when I touch the screen, you can, let's see if you can see that. You see how the it goes to full brightness? So if I touch the screen, I'm touching it with my finger, you can actually kind of see the brightness change. So the kind of that's what we were seeing before. Well, actually, I don't know if I filmed that, but anyway, I was seeing that before, and I thought that I still might have had a problem. So I hooked it up to this unicorn board, and I think the first time I hooked it up to this COM port, and it didn't work. Then I hooked it up to this COM port, and it did work. But there's something going on with this unicorn board setup as well. So I have a couple options. One is swap out this Ruby hard drive with this Ruby 2 hard drive and see if that fixes our problem. And it loads, the correct microtouch controller. The other thing is you should be able to do a full reset by using these dip switches on the Merit board, the riser board here. Well, this is the riser card. I forget what you call this, but the Merit special board that they manufactured. So I think it's dip switch 6 and 7 or 4 and 5 or something like that. I'm gonna look it up and see if we can do it that way. And I guess I'll be right back. I'm going to try the dip switches first and see if we can reset the software somehow so that it will load the correct driver, because it's kind of stuck loading this Elo thing is what I think the problem is. Alright, I'll be right back. Just one more thing. I have not plugged in what I assume is power here to this. I think this is only used for potentially the audio portion of this board, because it's obviously passing the check for the security key. So I just haven't hooked that up, any of the audio stuff, so I'm not messing with the audio. And again, I have my LCD panel hooked up, but I also have the touchscreen controller hooked up. So just because I didn't want to keep powering on and off this monitor real quick, figured this would be a little bit easier. So all right, let's set up the dip switches, and I'll be right back. I set dip switch 6 I think to on. It might be off, I have no idea. So let's just see what we get here. It takes a while for this motherboard to kind of put out a video signal, which is kind of weird. I don't know if the motherboard needs to be recapped or something. One of the other things that I noticed was that for Ruby software, for certain versions of software, you need 64 megs of memory, and that's what both of these have. This one has, I think, either 2 sticks of 32 or 1 stick of 64. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit. Somehow I think I have to get this thing to reload the software, so I just don't know how to, or reload the drivers. Alright, let me touch the screen. Nope, nothing. Okay. This X-free log, I think, is like, again, I'm not a Linux expert, but I think this gets generated after every boot up. Yeah, it says this input device ELO. I mean, I don't know. Load module ELO graphics. Is there anything that's micro? No. And then it can't open it. So if I do, there's one other log that's kind of interesting. No, I'm trying to think of where did I find that at. Oh, this is where it is. Var merit. Now this log just looks like it never gets overwritten. So like if you go to var merit log, you know, it's like showing stuff. Well, this is all the way back to 2001. And the dates kind of go bad eventually. So let me go to, I think there's something for 2008. It says can't open USB device, something something. And then it's, I probably start getting it, but there's a ton of, you know, it keeps a log, I think, of every game that was ever played, I think, on this thing. And when it was open and stuff. So July, August, and I'm probably messing with the, you know, the date and time on the CMOS, because we jumped to October, and then back to June today. So this is the information that you're getting here. So that could be a networking thing. Maybe this is only for networking in this directory. And like a tournament or something. I don't know. Anyway, that let me. There's also supposedly, if you like, I read something where if you press and hold, you power on while pressing and holding the reset and calibrate buttons, that it might force a redo of the operating system as well. So I'll try that and then come right back. Okay, I did, please reset all, okay, so I did put in dip switch 6, and let me show you real quick too. I don't know if I had to do this, but I went ahead and connected this because I'm not sure if it's tied to the calibrate and reset button, but anyway, I connected that to the card. It says reset the dip switches, and just so you can see, all of them should be up, I guess, and I had just put dip switch 6 down. Okay, so we got some progress here. And then it says performing hardware redetect. Please reset all dip switches to reboot machine. Okay, so we do this. Reset the dip switch. Oh, and it's rebooting. Cool. Progress. Maybe. Let's see. No, that'd be nice if this works. I'm drinking a all-day IPA. It's a pretty hot day outside, so sitting in the basement. I was sanding and spray painting earlier when it was cooler out, but okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's hope that this worked. Oh, detecting touchscreen. Error, could not detect touchscreen. But I guess that's something that's different. Now it's saying it's rebooting. Long pause while this BIOS, I guess, or it resets. I don't know why it takes so long. I'm hoping I don't have a serial port issue on this motherboard. And I might reset the CMOS for it. This is a Mitsubishi motherboard, so in one of the manuals it actually tells you that what the process is, that you should reset it. Alright, come on, this is looking better, I think. Alright, we're booting up. Alright, now I'm going to touch the screen over here. You can see my hand over here. Oh, crap. It's not working. Let me see if my calibration button works. Yeah. So to hit for the calibration, I was trying to hit. My button's kind of messed up, but I was trying to hit those buttons. That connector definitely needs to be connected. It's going to those two buttons. My touchscreen is connected. And I know this microtouch controller works because it works on the other motherboard. So, oh crap! Let's see if can I escape out of this. It's either delete or F2. I think it's F2 for this one. We're going to reset the CMOS and see if that helps, and then I'll look at the error logs. Okay, so we are going to load the defaults. We're gonna make the hard drive first. I don't think there is a CD drive, but whatever. Alright. And I think that's it. I think you just change the boot order, and you leave everything else the same. You can see it's got 64 meg of memory. Alright, let's try this. See what happens. Sorry, there are lots of delays here. Maybe I'll try to cut out some of this. Cross your fingers here. Let's see if it actually works. Still have 2 credits, maybe? Yeah, I still have 2 credits. Yep, nothing. So let's go to, and I don't know if the other Ruby does this, where it allows you to escape to this bash prompt here. So it looks probably a little bit different. I don't see the Megatouch at all. I don't see. It should be micro, I think, right? Yeah, I mean, there's no controller in there at all. But it definitely doesn't have the ELO graphics thing in there. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if I need to reset it again or something. So, I mean, making some type of progress, but I'll pause and spare you guys. And maybe I'll put in the other hard drive and see if that works. Or try some more configuration resets here. Okay, I'm just filming it. Maybe I have to cut this part out, but I did dip switch 4 and 7 instead of 6. And a guy on Cloud said that might do a full factory reset. So we'll try that. Because I know the microtouch controller works. Resetting drive to factory defaults. This can take several minutes. Okay. Can you guys see that? So that's dip switch 4 and 7 turned on. We tried 6, we rebooted it, and it said could not find touch controller. So that could be meaning that the serial port is not working right or something. I don't know. But if this doesn't work, I'm just going to swap the other hard drive in real fast and see what happens with that. Okay, it says please reset all dip switches to reboot machine. We'll do that. I'd like to get this thing working. Okay, just come on. Detecting touchscreen. Okay, that looks better. Says detecting touchscreen. This may take a moment. Resetting CMOS. New hardware detected. Rebooting. Might have to go back and watch that again. Let's cross our fingers now. Maybe this works. Initializing microtouch driver. I saw that. That looks promising. I'm getting excited now. Good. Okay. Oh, nice. It's working. I'm touching the screen somewhere. Or I touched it somewhere. It went right to the calibration screen. Yeah, it's definitely working somewhere. Yeah. The touchscreen's working. So awesome. We figured it out. Maxx Ruby 2 with the Mitsubishi board and a microtouch controller, which is awesome. I will power down and we'll actually power it up with the monitor. Before I do that, let me hit escape and let's look at what the logs show. let's say tail. Alright. Because I figured it would happen at the end here. I don't remember seeing this before. It says extended input device, TWX input, type tablet. I hadn't seen that before. That's something that's definitely different. And I didn't see any, so that might be the reference to the microtouch. Let's see. Okay, so let's go. Why is it not finding that? Huh? Where input device microtouch new? Oh, there it is, right there, right at the very beginning. Keyboard input device microtouch new. Okay. So yeah, we didn't see that before. Anyway, let's see. Quit this CD. Okay, so now, yeah, so this log file totally got wiped out. ND RAM file, blah, 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 cannot open USB. So this is like after we reset it. Key part number mismatch? I don't know what that means, but whatever. Just checking the different log files, so I guess we'll just exit out that. Probably going to reboot, so I'll be right back. I'm going to boot it up on the touchscreen over here. Okay, it's booting up on the touchscreen with the VGA monitor. The glare is really bad when when it's just black. So, and touchscreen's working. Go back to the menu. Let's do a calibration. So if we do a calibration here. Oh boy. Touch the center of the cross. Okay. Move the cursor. Alright, let's try that again, because that's the first time I've ever had to do it, so you want to probably touch and hold for a second. Like that. Move cursor. Everything looks good. Yeah, it's working. We're ready to rock. So that's awesome. I thought I had bad microtouch controllers and I traded parts out for them, and I probably didn't need to, but whatever. It's all good. I got, at least it looks like I'm gonna have one working system, which is, I have no idea how to play these games. But the monitor looks halfway decent, I guess. I have 0 credits, of course. I wonder how do you set it up. Oh, let's see if we can set it up for free play. Credits. Free play. And let's see. Games. Game setup. Enable all games. Enable all games, I guess. That's what I just did. Enable all games into menu, alright. Yeah, let's enable, gotta enable that stuff. Allow moan sounds, sure. I don't know what it, I've never even played this stuff. Alright. No, there's the erotic stuff, so anyway. Cards. Let's see. Tons of card games. Mega Sports. Let's see here. QB Zone. This is pretty cool. So it's working, guys. I'm pretty happy about that. Touch QB and drag to your desired target. Oh, that's a defender. Anyway, that's kind of interesting. So, all right, I don't know if there's much else I want to show. I mean, we got it working. Yeah, I mean, so I guess mission accomplished. Cheers.